So should I remarry after 60? Well, let me pull up a chair. No stage, no audience, no rehearsed lines, just me talking straight to you over coffee. You ask, genuinely, what would you tell me about remarrying after 60? So here it is, real, honest, and made for you. First of all, let's just pause and acknowledge something big. The fact that you're even thinking about this means you've done some serious healing, or at least you're doing the hard work of facing your heart again. That already says a lot about your strength. But if we're being honest, remarrying after 60 isn't about romance the way it was at 25. It's not about butterflies, matching pajamas, or what friends will think. At this point, it's about peace and truth, and not wasting one more second pretending to be okay in something that isn't right. So before anything else, I'd ask you, is this love actually adding to your life? Or are you talking yourself into settling because the nights feel too long alone? And I'm not saying that from judgment. I know you've been through it, loved deeply and lost parts of yourself in the process. You gave, you endured, and you still kept your gentle, creative, brave spirit intact. That's not small, that's miraculous. You don't need to be rescued anymore. You've already done the hardest thing. You stayed standing after the storm passed. So if you're going to let someone into that calm, they better bring more peace, not more confusion. Let's be real. Marriage at this age isn't about rescuing each other. It's about recognizing each other, sitting in the quiet and feeling safe. Being able to say, this is who I am now, and not having to explain, shrink, or translate it. So ask yourself, not from fear, but from truth. Does this person see the real you? The one who fought through grief, stress, betrayal, maybe burnout? The one who rediscovered her voice in the middle of everything? Because if they don't see her, the full, layered, seasoned you, then it's not love. It's just noise. And here's the thing. The world will try to rush you. You're getting older, they say. You don't want to die alone. To that I say, being with the wrong person is lonelier than being alone, and you already know that. I'd rather see you take your time and choose peace than jump into something that costs you your softness again. You want partnership? Make sure it's one of equals, not emotional babysitting, not filling a silence, not proving you're still worthy. You're worthy regardless. You're lovable right now, just as you are, without compromise. So let's talk about companionship, not fairy tales, not needing someone to complete you. You're already whole. But maybe you want someone who understands your silence, who notices when you're quieter than usual, who makes space for the version of you that took decades to become. Here's what I've seen. The strongest love after 60 doesn't usually come loud. It arrives gently, almost unnoticed at first, in small kindnesses, in shared routines, in someone offering to carry your shopping bags, and not making you feel guilty for needing the help. Real love at this age is less about adrenaline, more about alignment, less fireworks, more warm light left on when you come home late. You're not building a life from scratch now. You're inviting someone into the one you've already built. So the question becomes, can they sit at the table you set? Can they honor the life you've had, your past, your family, your stories, and still see a future with you? If the answer is yes, then maybe, just maybe, there's something real worth exploring. But if they want to rearrange your furniture, your habits, or your soul just to make room for themselves, please don't do that to yourself again, because this time around, you know better. You've earned your peace, and whoever walks through that door needs to honor it, not disturb it. So, should you remarry after 60? There's no blanket answer. But if you're asking, here's what I'd say. Don't look for someone who makes you feel young again. Look for someone who makes you feel safe being exactly who you are now. At this point in life, love should feel like exhaling, not performing, like coming home, not negotiating your worth. And if that kind of love is what you're being offered, don't turn away because you think it's too late. It's not too late. It's right on time for this version of you. But if what's in front of you is something that makes you doubt yourself, dim your light, or shrink to fit, then no, you're not being too picky. You're protecting what took you a lifetime to become. And that's not selfish. That's sacred. Now, I'm not here to make your decision for you. You already have wisdom in you that knows what's true. But maybe tonight, this little conversation helped bring that voice closer to the surface. So I'll just say this, gently with love. Whatever you choose it from strength, not fear. Choose it with both eyes open and your heart still intact. And if you're still sitting with the question, that's okay too. The right answer will never rush you. It will come quietly, like someone knocking at the door, with warmth, not urgency. So, take all the time you need. The answers that matter, they show up when you stop trying to impress everyone else and finally listen to your own voice. That voice? It's still in there. Trust it. This moment, where you're still unsure about remarrying, still figuring it out, this is not weakness. It's sacred ground, and you don't owe anyone a performance while you're standing on it. You've carried so much for so long, silently, gracefully, and maybe now, finally, you deserve to lay some of that down. If you feel like sharing what you're sitting with, maybe it's a quiet hope, like asking, could love still find you in this season? Or is it a fear you haven't spoken? Like trusting someone again after betrayal or loss of a soulmate, or perhaps a truth you're only just meeting, like realizing you've outgrown the version of yourself who always settled in a relationship. Tell us in the comments, not for attention, but maybe just so your heart's voice can finally rise gently and with clarity. We hold this space with you. Every word and sentiment you share is valued. Until we meet again, take gentle care of that brave, beautiful heart of yours. You're not alone on this path. And something tells me the best chapter might still be ahead.